So they really think that they can with us like that? I'm not even sure Waves know what they're doing themselves. Are they trying to kill the company just to make more money on top of the money? Because they can't be serious. Come on, can't be true. This has to be marketing. This has to be a way to make us talk about Waves. This is just unacceptable. As you probably know already, Waves just introduced a new subscription-based plan called Waves Creative Access. It's all over the internet and people are going crazy, and for a good reason. So we've all been purchasing thousands of dollars of plugins for years, and now you can't buy them individually anymore. The only option you have is paying a monthly subscription. And did you guys receive their emails up until the day before the announcement? They knew that they were gonna launch this, but up until the day before the announcement, they were sending out emails with special offers, special codes, coupons, discounts to get the plugins individually. Now you cannot anymore. If you want one specific plugin, you cannot buy it anymore. The only option you have is subscribing to the monthly payments. So what they say is that you get to keep the plugins that you've already purchased. But from what I've heard on the internet, if you upgrade to the monthly subscription, even if you have purchased like thousands of dollars of plugins, those plugins are not gonna work. I don't know if it's a bug, if it's something that they have to fix, but this is ridiculous. So first, the thing that I really don't understand is this. If you started one way, you gotta stick to that way. And if you wanna add a new way of owning the plugins through a subscription-based model, I'm fine with that, but you gotta leave me the option. Because let me tell you what happened. So basically, in the past 10 years, I spent like thousands of dollars buying the plugins that I loved from Waves, okay? Let's say that I spent, I don't know, $10,000. Because guys, let's remember that like 10 years ago, those plugins, the bundles, the Renaissance bundle, all of those things were like thousands of dollars. And now up until last week, you could go on the website and just purchase the plugins for $29. And that already pissed me off. The same plugins like 7-8 years later are like 29 bucks each. And okay, I mean, I'm already pissed about that, but you know what? At least I own them, so okay, I can live with that. But now what happens is that I already spent that $10,000 and nobody's gonna give me that money back. But on top of it, if I wanna have all the new plugins that come out, if the new OS from Apple comes out and I wanna stay up to date, what do I have to do? To subscribe to the monthly payment. So you're telling me that I spent $10,000 to buy all of these plugins through the years. But a kid that used Cracks for the past 10 years and spent $0 on your plugins, today, they can spend $25 a month and get all of the plugins. And only if I want to keep my plugins and keep updating them and only have the chance to buy new plugins that come out, my only option is paying these $25 on top of the $10,000 that I've already paid. This doesn't make sense at all, because this is disrespecting the people, the only people I might add, that paid money for your products. Because we all know there are cracks of Waves plugins everywhere. So if there's people that paid money through the years, those are the people that now you're screwing? That's what you're saying? So this is my take on this. Personally, I'm just against the concept of monthly subscriptions, especially for things that I know that I'm gonna need forever. Everything is going towards a monthly based plan. Netflix, Spotify, Amazon, plugins in this case. But there's a substantial difference, I think, between Spotify, Netflix, between all of the things that are just amusement and the things that are needed to work. In this case, I know that I'm gonna need these plugins forever because I have them in most of my sessions. If I want to open an old session from 2013, I gotta be able to open that, and that has to sound the same way it sounded back in 2013. And this is not only today, this is also in 10 years. In 10 years, I still want to be able to open sessions that I did 10 years ago. So let's say I get bored of Netflix, I can cancel it. Okay, I don't need it for life. I get bored of Spotify, I can cancel it. But in this case, this is work, and they know that we're gonna need these plugins forever. So that's why I'm against the concept of monthly subscriptions for things that I need for life. And that's why I still buy my plugins individually. So for example, UAD, Plugin Alliance, they both offer monthly subscriptions, but I don't have that. I just bought the plugins that I love throughout the years, and I'm gonna stick to that. So I really hope that UAD and Plugin Alliance, guys, if you watching or working at UAD or Plugin Alliance, please listen carefully, because this is what's setting you apart from Waves today. So make sure that you don't change that. Plugin Alliance and UAD, they both offer monthly subscriptions, but they also leave you the option to buy the plugins individually. So as long as I can keep buying my plugins individually, since I already spent, I don't know, $5,000, $10,000 on UAD, I don't want to pay $20, $30 a month for life. But Plugin Alliance and UAD found a way to make these two worlds coexist, and that's what I like, because this way you show me that you care about me, longtime customer, and the same way you care about the new producer that is starting out today, and it might be more convenient for the new producer to just buy a monthly subscription, but you gotta leave me the option. If you start one way, like Waves did, you cannot take that away. Then, you wanna add a new way of owning the plugins? I'm fine with that. So what they did is just unacceptable and disrespectful. Okay, enough with this rant, but what to do now? I suggest we all boycott Waves and fuck it. FabFilter, Soundtoys, Softube, Native Instruments, Arturia, Plugin Alliance, UAD. I'm probably forgetting someone, but still, all of these companies are all offering you the option to buy plugins individually and to own them forever. So let's look for some alternatives for the Waves plugins that we love the most. I will start from CLA Vocals because this is the plugins that everybody uses to track quick vocals that I also use to track quick vocals. The preset that I'm using every single time and that everybody's using is Face to Face, which is basically, look, just a little bit of EQ, a little bit of compression. What do you exactly need about this plugin? You can just throw another compressor on it. Do you have Plugin Alliance or UAD stuff from Brainworks? Let's say that you have Native Instrument. Just use this one. It's developed by Softube, which is an amazing company, but you can purchase this from Native Instrument. This is inside the Native Instrument bundles. You want compression for vocals? Just use this, guys. You don't need anything else. This is from Softube. This is amazing still for vocals. If you have this, use this. For compressors, we also have all of these from Arturia, which are like great alternatives. This is another great compressor. Let's say that you have UAD, even better. You can just use this one, LA2A. Sounds amazing. And EQ, we don't need Waves for EQs. Do you have FabFilter? If you have FabFilter, you're good. You're good. With this, you can do anything you want. This preset is just boosting the treble and boosting a little bit the bass. So, I mean, you can just do something like that, give a little boost here, depending on how your voice sounds, and you're good. It's gonna sound the same. You want reverb, just go for Valhalla Vintage Verb. So CLA Vocals, forget it. We don't need that. So anything that's like a reverb, for example, these ones, the Abbey Road Chambers, yeah, okay, they're good, but like nothing that a Valhalla Vintage Verb can do. For anything that involves saturation and distortion, I would say just buy Soundtoys. They always have sales, and their plugins are just amazing. As long as you have the Decapitator, you're good for any kind of like saturation, distortion. FabFilter, again, if you have that, you're gonna have Saturn 2. This is great for saturation as well. Autotune, let's say that you want autotune. You could go for the UAD, which is actually the real autotune, and it sounds better. There is one from Brainworks, if I'm not wrong, which I don't have, but we can check. Yeah, this one, look, 39 bucks today. So just spend $39 and it's yours for life. They have a bunch of instruments that I use actually, for example the electric piano, but I also have Keyscape, so Keyscape just sounds better than anything else. They have the clavinet, same thing. Or if you have plugins from Arturia, there's this one, the Whirly, which is basically the same electric piano from Waves. There are great alternatives out there, and I gotta be honest, most of the times I'm not using the Waves plugins in my songs. Most of the times I'm going for the alternatives that I'm showing you now. You don't need that stuff. You don't need to be a slave of that monthly subscription forever. So let me know in the comments what you think, guys, because I'm really curious to see what you guys think. How do you guys see the whole concept of monthly subscription for these things that we know we're gonna need forever? Today I'm not even asking you to subscribe, to like the video. I don't care. Just do whatever you like. I'm just pissed today. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.